Hey folks, welcome back. This is a new video. This is the video in which I'm going to actually clean off the K-member. So I have a squirt bottle full of Purple Power and water, degreaser, pretty high concentration. I think I've got like 7 ounces of Purple Power in there. So I'm going to spray it all over, let it soak in all this grease. I've got the K-member rolled out to the front of my driveway here, so the water goes into the gutter. It's going to just be water and degreaser. That's perfectly fine for the storm drains. It's fine. And I rented a pressure washer from Home Depot because I didn't want to pay like $300 to buy my own yet. I'll do that when I get my own house. I did notice one bad thing though. So notice here, this is the input or the inlet for the water. That's a male fitting. Typical hoses have a male fitting on the end. You know, like when you buy a hose nozzle, it's a female fitting and it goes onto a male fitting. And the female fitting for a hose goes onto the spigot. Well, we're just doing some sword fighting here. So luckily I had one of these. This is a male to male coupler. I realized this after I got home, but luckily I had one. It is one of these, double female adapter. I think I bought this one at Lowe's a long time ago, but you can get these at Home Depot, Ace, Lowe's, whatever. But it's got 2 female fittings. We're going to put one right here, and we're going to put one on the end of the hose, and then we'll be able to actually use the pressure washer. This is freaking stupid. It should be a female fitting. Every pressure washer that you hook up to a garden hose should have a female fitting. So when you rent one, be sure that either you have an adapter or it has a female fitting. Same as when you buy one. Okay, here's what it looks like when it's all hooked up and the water's going. You can see that there is leakage through the coupler itself. That's just what you're going to get because it's not a 100% connection. This is why you need proper fittings on your pressure washer. Karcher. Okay, I got the tripod set up, and hopefully this camera is going to be out of the sun long enough. It's giving me device is too hot warnings, but I'm going to film myself spraying it down, and we'll see how long it lasts. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it obviously got too hot after about 2 minutes, but this is the result of me going at it for about 5 minutes. This is an 1800 psi pressure washer, so I have to get really close in order to have any sort of real impact. If I wanted a higher end or higher pressure washer, that would have cost me an extra 40 bucks or something like that, and I'm cheap and I figure I can do this with a regular one, just keep plugging at it. So this is how clean it's gotten so far. This is how dirty it is on the other side, which I still need to go through. Here's the top of the control arm. So I'm gonna soak it again, and we're going to blast it again and just keep soaking and blasting, soaking and blasting, soaking and blasting until it's clean enough to go back into the vehicle. But this entire surface was covered in grime, along with the center link here for the steering. It was just covered, and steady pressure washing blasted it off. So we're gonna go again. Okay, here we are after blasting off the left-hand side. See how much grime has already been blasted away? This is the really tough stuff, especially this little booger right here. I'm gonna have to get like a scraper or something and get some of these really big things, because they're just stuck on there. But more purple power, more time, more blasting, and we'll get it done. Get in there, get in there. I mean, it's already looking way better, but we're gonna get it nice and shiny clean. Okay, so I got the top pretty clean. Now I've flipped it over as much as I can, and we're gonna get the underside. You can see that there's still a lot of grime underneath. So I've switched over to just using 100% purple power for degreasing, and going over it inch by inch, real slow, and it seems to be working pretty well. So hopefully we'll get this all done by the time I have to turn the pressure washer back in, which is about 3:45. It is currently 1:20 right now, so I think I should be able to finish this job. Okay, I've been pressure washing for about 2.5 hours now, and here is the final result. Most, if not the majority of the grime has been blasted off. It's just some of the corners or nooks and crannies in there are hard to get, but just kept applying purple power and then blasting, purple power then blasting. It seemed to get a lot of it. There's obviously not going to be 100%, like you can see right here on this tie rod, but you know, I can get that later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this good. It's not perfect, but it's good. And I don't feel bad about putting this back in the car. Once it dries, I might squirt the rusted areas, like the control arms and such, with a rust converting paint from Rust-Oleum, just to make it kind of look nicer. But whatever. At least it's good enough and clean enough to go back into the car, and then I can mount the engine and really start to get to work on getting the damn thing running again. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this one. This was basically just, you know, bitch work, doing cleaning and such, but it was a necessary operation. So catch you on the next video.